Hello guys, so today we're getting ready to start learning about something new about coordinate planes. So our learning targets for today is I can look at a coordinate plane and share my notices. I can explain what the origin is on a coordinate plane. I can explain the purpose of the x coordinate on a coordinate plane. And I can explain the purpose of the y coordinate on a coordinate plane. So let's get started. So as I said, today you will learn about coordinate grids. So by now, you should have your guided note sheet off my desk. If you have not gone to grab the guided note sheet, then you need to go ahead and pause this video because you're going to need it to fill in. Where you see the lines, the blue words that are underlined, those are what you need to fill in on your notes. All of the other words have been filled in for you. So as you see on the screen, this is a picture of a coordinate grid. So a coordinate grid is also called a coordinate plane. So those words are used interchangeably, which means they mean the same thing. So when you hear coordinate grid, that also means coordinate plane. And when you hear coordinate plane, that also means coordinate grid. And it is a two-dimensional, and we've talked about what two-dimensional is, which is flat. It's a two-dimensional flat system. Make sure you're filling in where it's underlined in blue. The origin is where the x-axis and y-axis intersect. So here, you see that? That is 0, 0. Because if you look, there are two number lines. There's a number line and that's a number line. At 0, 0, that is what it's called the origin. It's where the x-axis and y-axis intersect or meet together. And they form perpendicular lines. All right, the first thing we're going to talk about on the coordinate plane is the x-axis. The x-axis is the horizontal distance from the origin. So if you look here, this is the x-axis. Remember, the origin is here, which is 0, 0. The x-axis is the horizontal distance from the origin, which means, remember, horizontals from left to right. That is the horizontal distance from the origin. And the x-coordinate comes first in an ordered pair. That is the first number in an ordered pair. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the y-axis. Remember, you should still be filling in your notes where you see it underlined in blue. And please feel free to pause where you need to fill in your notes. The y-axis is the vertical distance from the origin. So remember, this is the origin. Origin is at 0, 0. And the y-axis is the vertical distance. So remember, vertical is for up and down. That's going this way. And the y coordinate is the second number in an ordered pair. And you may hear me talk about ordered pair right now. I know you hear me talking about it, but we're going to explain what an ordered pair is pretty soon. So make sure you're paying attention. All right, so let's look here. Now, these are things you definitely going to need to pause the video occasionally because these are the things that I need you to label the coordinate grid that you see on your guided notes. You're going to label them. So first, I want you to go ahead and label the y-axis. You might want to pause this video and grab you some colored pencils. This is your y-axis that goes up and down or vertically. Remember, it is the vertical distance from the origin. Remember, the origin is 0, 0. And this is your x-axis. It is the horizontal distance from the origin. All right, so you remember I talked about an ordered pair. So the set of numbers is called an ordered pair. So let's look at this point here. This point in an ordered pair, an ordered pair tells you where a point is located on the coordinate grid. So if you look here In an ordered pair, the x coordinate, which is the first number in the ordered pair. So looking at this point, I'm looking at the x. I see that it is on 6 on the x. Yes? But also looking at this point, if I move over to see where it is on the y-axis, it is on 5. So what is my ordered pair? My ordered pair is 6, comma, 5. And that's how we write the ordered pair. I can give you another example. Let's see, I put the dot here. All right, I'm looking where it is on the x. On the x, it is on 3. On the y, it is on 4. So my ordered pair would be 3, comma, 4. Yes? Let's do one more. If I choose this. Remember, in an ordered pair, the x coordinate goes first. Well, where is it on the x? It is on 5. Well, where is that point on the y? It is on 2. So that means the ordered pair for that is 5, 2. Yes? All right, let's keep going. So today, your independent practice is going to be in iExcel. It's LL.1, describe the coordinate plane. So when you go, this skill has already been assigned to you, so it should show up in your recommended by your teacher. But if it doesn't, you can actually type in LL.1, describe the coordinate plane. As you can see, it's right here in 5th grade. You're going to choose it. So the first, like, for example, the first question says on the coordinate plane, the number that runs up and down, the number that runs up and down, the number line that runs up and down is the y-axis. Now, let's talk about why the answer is not y coordinate. Why the coordinate is the actual number, right? So if I had a point that was plotted at 7, 3, then the y coordinate would be 3. That's your y coordinate. But where is that y coordinate located on the y? That the number line itself, that is called the y-axis, and that's why that's the answer. Sorry guys, I'm trying to click it. Does that make sense? And I hope it does. If you have any questions, you can message me in Canvas. All right, go ahead and get working. Remember your